Good morning. It is another dreary, rainy day today. The rain's on its way. So we're not going to be starting on the siding. That project is going to be happening soon. We're just waiting for this weather to change. If you guys live in the north, I'm sure you feel my pain with mud season and rain and trying to do outdoor projects that you want to start, but it's not quite time yet. I'm hoping within the next couple of days we can start siding. But today we're going to finish working on the trim in the upstairs and get that project done and checked off the list, which is going to feel nice to have the trim done, because I don't enjoy doing trim. I enjoy the final look, but I don't enjoy the process because it's just slow and tedious. All right, so the first part I want to get done is get a set of doors built for the last room upstairs that needs to get finished. And I want to get these done first because we need to get them all built out. Then we got to prime and paint them. So I want to have that all done so we can get these installed. Yeekers.
We're really excited to get this part of the project done. It looks great in the bedroom. This is the area that the cats get into all the time, so they're going to be pretty upset. But we want to kind of keep them out of there.
I was just going to say the cats are not going to be happy because this is where the cats love to go and play.
Sometimes they'll be napping in there. We just really want to keep them out of this area.
So these should be both the same size. Let's see, 24 and 8. 24 and 8. 36. Perfect. Be interested to see how much rain we get today. They're calling for 3/4 of an inch. I hate it when you get the lumber home and then you find cracks and splits. Sometimes I don't know if it was already there, if I'm sitting around drying out in the dry house, if that's when it does it or not. But we got a good little split there, here. Hopefully it's under the mark or past the mark. It is. Let me cut that off.
So today is about 40 degrees. It's a overcast day. We're supposed to get about 3/4 of an inch of rain today. So we are finishing up some indoor projects and hopefully we can get out to do the siding soon. Very soon, because we're getting antsy to do that.
I am ready for warmer weather and everything to melt and dry out. It's crazy, we still have snow in some weird spots. So we can't finish spreading the rock over here because we still have snow down below. And hopefully over in this area will dry out so we can finish smoothing off. And then we can get the man lift on this side.
We're glad that Al put the extra rock down the road because it is holding up a lot better. It's probably okay for a truck, but definitely not okay for a low car. So might have to rethink that in the future. If I ever get a new car, not to get something that's low.
All right, now let's flip it all over. All right, so I want to know how you want these braces set up on the doors so we do it correctly so you're happy with them.
So now's the time to branch out if you didn't like the other ones.
I was happy with the other ones, were you?
I was happy too. Yep.
So I think we did them this way.
Yep.
Bang.
So these ones are not going to be right next to each other either. They're going to be apart.
Right, so it's how, if you want to go in the same direction or what. So I will run them like this.
Yep, that's the way.
Okay, so I'll get everything marked, figured out the angles, and then we can get this pot cut, glued together, put together, and then we can get all the frames built and we can start getting primer and paint on these.
So after this project, are you kind of done in this room?
In the greenhouse room?
Yeah, to like build and make dust and all that?
I don't know, rainy days, we kind of use it for quite a bit.
Well, I'm going to have to start my seeds like really soon.
Right, we gotta get your room set up for the greenhouse.
Yes.
So you're saying it can't be a workshop anymore?
It's not going to be able to be in a couple days.
Uh-oh.
So a lot of people have already started their seeds. I'm trying to just hold off a little bit. I'm going to give it like 6 weeks. We can usually start planting around Memorial Day weekend. So I'm just trying to make sure my plants don't get too far ahead, but I also want them to be enough so that I can transplant them. So I'm trying to figure that out. In the past, I feel like I've gone too early and then it takes a while for them to get more established into the ground. And we're also at a different location. I'm going to try to do them a little bit differently, and then they need to survive the kittens. So this could be a challenge. I might just be doing my seeds in the ground this year, but I'm going to try to grow them. I gotta get this room taken care of. I'm going to put some more shelves right here. Or should I say, Al's gonna put some more shelves right here to get that stuff off of that counter so I can use that as my planting station. And then I have a hose coming so that I can use that over to water everything. And I have a couple shelves that I'm gonna be putting over here. So I think I'm gonna probably have to put a heat mat, but I'm not sure. Maybe some lights, see how it's gonna go. I'm just hoping just to put them on the shelves without doing anything and just getting the natural sunlight, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough. This is definitely going to be an experimental year for that, and I can only grow and learn from it, and that's what I'm telling myself. So if nothing happens or whatnot, that's what we're going to do.
Like a glove. So I'll get the other one made and then we can get these built. Alright, I like that one too. I think we're gonna have just enough. I hope we have just enough.
Weather update, it is raining cats and dogs. So glad we're not outside siding. We want to be out there, but we keep looking at the weather report and it does not look good. So I'm glad that we have this project. I think it's just supposed to be getting a little bit worse. So we're just gonna stay inside, stay dry.
Let's get this primer coat sanded and then we can get a coat of paint put on.
was nice. I got all the trim painted except for I'm going to do a second coat on the one right here once we get all this finished. Little update on the stairs. We really like them. I do notice that we don't have as many cameras going down. I did notice it's not collecting a bunch of dust bunnies.
Good morning. It is 37 degrees out right now. It rained cats and dogs all night and all morning. Basically, once daybreak came, it stopped raining. The clouds are just starting to break over the mountains right there. So, be interesting to see what kind of day it is. They're saying it's supposed to get into the 60s today, but no sun. And then tomorrow it's supposed to be back down into the 30s. It was supposed to stay raining all day today. I'm not sure what happened, but we got a lot of rain overnight, so I'm not going to complain. Everything is muddy. The goats are happy, loving their hay. We just got to go feed the boys now. Good morning, boys. You glad the rain stopped? I've been feeding their hay just out on pasture and for the boys and same for the girls, just kind of spreading it out all around the pasture lately. And they waste some, no matter what they do. If you put it in the feeder, they waste a ton and they hump it up when you're at the feeder. They make like a big mound. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a big mound of hay right there. People always think that goats will eat anything. That's a lie. Goats are very picky. So no matter what you give them for hay, in our experience anyways, they pull out a ton and only eat what they want to eat. So this year, with it being new pastures, I'm spreading out their hay piles all over the pasture, hoping that this will help mud, which it has been so far, and two, that'll help build the pasture because that's all organic material that they're leaving behind, and it's not just in one spot, it's spread out. I know I keep saying it, but I surely do love Mark Camso tracks. I thought they were just going to be for winter time, but this time of the year, it is so nice to have tracks on your machine, so that way you can still use it to go out and feed your animals and you're not running up all of your pasture or however you got to go there to get to your animals. It's been nice for the roads if they get super muddy in a rut. If I just kind of take this out quickly and run over that rut, it'll kind of squish it down some. And then when we're building trails, until the grass comes in, we can take the mule out with the tracks. And the tracks don't leave ruts, they actually leave imprints, and it holds the seeds in place, so it helps the grass grow better. So it'll be interesting to see how all the trails are doing this spring that we had seeded last fall. Hopefully they're all taken and we don't have to replant them, but time will tell. Mr. Figaro, you got a mouse. That's the first one I've seen you get here.
Well, we're proud to say that Figaro still has it. He got a mouse this morning, and then Arlo decided to take it over. So I don't know what Figaro thinks about that, but I think we're gonna have 3 good mousers, and that is awesome. All right, so the paint is all dry. I'm gonna set these aside. We need to build the door casings, and then once we get the casings all figured out, we can figure out all of our trim work, get the trim work up, and then we can hang the doors, and then Gina gets to do her favorite part and paint all the trim. All right, one done. I'll get the other one made and I'll meet you guys upstairs. So like most people, sleep is important to us. We are always go, 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 go. So when we finally get a chance to slow down and sleep, we want to make sure we're sleeping on a good mattress. And we want to thank Birch Mattress for sponsoring today's video. We've been sleeping on our Birch Luxe mattress for a few months now, and we love it. We get a great night's sleep on it, which is important so we can keep going when we get up. That's right.
The Birch mattress is good for me. It was important for me to choose Birch mattress that is made with organic and natural materials because I can sleep easily knowing I am avoiding harmful off-gassing that can happen in the manufacturing process. Birch mattresses are Green Guard Gold certified, meaning no harsh chemicals are used. Unlike synthetic mattresses, the wool in the Birch mattresses make it hypoallergenic. In addition to being a better mattress for me, Birch is committed to being a better mattress for the planet. Throughout the creation of their mattresses, Birch ensures that their materials are produced and harvested sustainably. But since Birch is a mattress in a box, not only is it comfortable, but it was a lot easier for me to bring this upstairs. Not only do I love the comfort of our Birch mattress, but also the convenience of bringing it into our room. The Birch mattress comes with a 100-night sleep trial and a 25-year warranty. One of the best parts is Birch delivers it free to your door within the US. One of the great things about purchasing a Birch Luxe mattress is it's so convenient to go online and to purchase. Their website is phenomenal. It's easy to scroll through. If you're looking for pillows, if you're looking for mattresses, if you're looking for covers, anything like that. We love our Birch mattress and we think you will too.
So if you're interested in a new bed, you can click on our link in our description below, or you can go to birchliving.com/Lumnah to get 20% off your mattress plus 2 free pillows.
I want to thank Birch Living for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to the build. Alright, let's get these installed and then we can figure out all of the trim work. I did notice one thing we should have done differently, but I know why we did it.
What's that?
Trim work's going to get notched out for the outlets. The reason we have the outlets where we have them is if we put a couch here, they won't be behind the couch, and we didn't want to go right to the edge. So it'll be different. It's not perfect, but it makes sense what we want to do with this area. Nice and square. Nice and square. We go 34 5/8. The mouse must be coming out because Jax has got his first one. That looks good right there. Get a couple of measurements. Go 28.
I think Tanner's hoping for another doggy hotel.
No. You don't want that, do you, Tanner?
We were just talking, and the cats just love it, and they eat so much. I'm like, oh, we should make another built-in for the cats over here. And Al just had an idea.
I was thinking if we do anything, we can box off in here and then put a cat door right here, and the cats can have their own little getaway spot.
They would love that.
They would.
Probably not going to do that right now, but they would love that.
And make a good rainy day project.
Yeah. Well, we might have some of those coming. I heard some good weather is coming, so hopefully we can get out and do our next project. So, get it all figured out?
I hope so. I guess we'll start over here because that's where the nail gun is.
Don't want to have to walk too far.
That's right. You know what? What is this?
Oh, all the way across.
It's just over 8 feet. I don't know, never mind. I just didn't know if it'd be easier to do an 8-footer and then mount our sliding door rail to it, but 8 feet isn't long enough. We'd have to go with a 10-footer, which we don't have.
You don't have a 10-footer?
No.
Even an unpainted one?
I can check to see if we have an unpainted 10-footer.
Because I can always paint it.
Because then we can just do it long and we can mount the whole bracket.
Right.
So
it makes sense.
Let me get these bottom ones nailed in, and then I will see if we have a 10-footer of something else.
Anna, you're being pretty noisy. You're being pretty noisy today. Yes, you is.
All right, I don't think I have any 10-footers in here. It's looking like everything I have is 8 foot long. I do have 4 boards over here, but these are only 8 feet long, so we could splice them together if we need to. I wish I had a 10-footer, because the worst part is it's like just over 9 feet. I think it's like 98 or 99 inches long. So we could splice it in the center and put the rail, the splice behind the rail. I think the best bet's gonna be to get those doors figured out, so that way we can figure out the rail system. And then once we have that figured out, the lighting's better out here. Once we have that figured out, we can figure out how we're gonna do that top trim. So I'm not gonna nail that trim in first. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but we have a runoff over there and it's flowing pretty good. I would say we got some good rain last night and some good runoff. I'm just looking behind me. A lot of this grass is eaten down low. We've been seeing a lot of deer over here, and you can tell they've been over here eating this, so it's good to know that the deer are liking the longer grass that we left for them. And then I just caught out of the corner of my eye, I don't know if you can see it on that tree right there, the moose have been over there eating that tree, so this must be a walkway for them. So it's good to know. The wildlife like it over here. So when we get our game cameras, I'll have to set one up in this corner and see what we see. All right, we had to get different hardware for these barn doors because not everybody had enough to do 4 kits.
This one has a latch. That's good.
And 2 different styles of handles. We got this style, which you could indent in.
I like that.
For a finger groove. Or you can put this handle on. All right, I think I got this figured out. I have to customize this a little bit versus what the directions tell you. If I go the measurements from the directions, this will be too high and it'll hit the slant of our ceiling, so I have to suck it in some. So that way we have just enough room to go between the rail and the top of the door, and that'll drop this down enough so that way we're not hitting the slant of the ceiling.
These are really cute wheels for our doors, but Al just lifted it up and the thing popped off. So I'm not sure how good quality. Maybe hopefully that's the only thing that happens. So we're gonna have to glue that on. I think we still have some 30-second glue.
Yeah, we'll just glue it on there. So put that in your pocket, don't lose it. Let's bring one of these up in a set of rails and we'll get everything figured out how to make it work.
I'm gonna stick this right here, so if I forget, this is here. You gonna remember that?
Probably not. I'll be asking you where it is. Here, I think if you just put one more piece on, that'll be the right length.
Yeah, because it's gonna be starting this way.
Right.
In the middle.
All right, so it needs to be 110 inches into half. So we'll go cut some pieces to make that work.
Having the railings in these small pieces is going to make it a little bit difficult. They sure don't make it easy. It's easier for shipping, but not for putting it up.
Sounds like a railroad car.
I was gonna say, it's a little lumpy sounding.
That's just the way that they're made. But that'll work. Alright, that is dry enough to hang the doors. I'm gonna get it all unmasked and then we can get the doors on here.
If you know me, you know that I love mushrooms. I don't have a preference of what kind of mushrooms they are. I love all mushrooms. So I picked up some of these white mushrooms and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a rice dish. Drawer here. Needs to get filled up again. I like to soak my rice and rinse it off. I don't know if any of you do that or not. I like to do that just to get some of the stuff off of them. Now that I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna go ahead and do our other favorite lately, which is asparagus. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that ready. I'm gonna get that all done, sauteed in the pan, and then I'm gonna cook my pork chops in that because it gives it a nice flavor. You probably already know this trick, but if you just take an asparagus and you just take it and bend it, it will break where it needs to, so you won't get the woody stalk, because asparagus is really good until you get a woody stalk and then it's not. so good in here. Now this pan has all the stuff from the asparagus. I just salted the pork chops and I'm just gonna stick them right in there. Sear them on both sides. And then just cook them slowly until they're cooked all the way. Sometimes my pan was a little small at first. There we go.
Dear Lord,